Well, 5 men, they've been charged in connection with a string of bank robberies all across the province. CB24's crime analyst Steve Ron joins us with more on Project Opal. Steve, when we say a string, we're talking about 8, right? Talk about this connection.
Yeah, 8 robberies and one robbery that the police were able to interrupt while the suspects allegedly were en route to commit that robbery. So there's 9 in total. When police link cases together, they have evidence to believe that the cases are committed by the same people. And I say that because once you link a case, it's very difficult to unlink them. So when you connect them, you are basically connected by the hip with these cases throughout the court process. And one of the key pieces of evidence that the police would have used to make the connection that the same people were responsible for all 8 would be the MO. And that being that these suspects would enter the banks at closing time. They'd have masks on, they'd have gloves on, they'd show a firearm, they'd control the people in the bank with the threat of violence, with the threat of the firearm. We're showing you one of these suspects right now. And then they would rob that bank. So that MO is the same. So with other evidence, the police were able to confidently say that the same 5 people, 4 have been arrested. There's an arrest warrant out for the 5th that they can't locate right now. They believe that these 5 individuals are responsible for all 8 bank robberies, and that's because that there is similar fact evidence in all 8 cases. Here is more from the inspector from the OPP that we heard from earlier today up in Aurelia. Let's listen.
The similarities amongst these robberies were clear. Each involved 2 to 3 individuals entering bank before close. The occupants were controlled through the use of firearms to threaten and intimidate. Disguises were used to conceal the suspects' faces, and gloves were worn to prevent fingerprints. In most cases, the occupants were tied up.
So this was a 16-month investigation, which included the OPP, Barrie, Belleville, Durham, Niagara Region, and the York Regional Police. The inspector said that they are not finished yet. They're looking at other occurrences throughout the province, and if people have information, they're asked to give them a call. It is some very good police work, and these are very violent bank robberies, Bakari. The worst of its kind, when you've got people going in with masks on, tying up people in the bank themselves, keeping them against their will, forcibly confining them, and stealing money. It's very concerning, and was great work by all those regional police services.
Okay, CP24's crime analyst Steve Ron. Steve, thank you very much for the latest on Project Opal.